Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on Ravenport. We have a crop that has actually started to grow over here, and a crop that has actually started to grow over in that field over there. We're not really going to worry too much about that today. I've got some new mods. Now, I have got these pallets over here that I've kind of stashed down here. They're ready to use. Then we've got this pallet up here. That one is loading eggs, and it should, in theory, show us what we've got. Although I need to fast forward time a little bit in order to be able to do that. We've got all our horses over here, as we got our new horses in here as well. So we've now got 8 horses in the paddock, and I will keep working through the Great Book of Names and adding people in. We are going to head over to the shop. Well, actually, we're just going to look in the shop a second. If you have not yet joined, go and check out the new Discord server. There is a Discord server now. We actually have one. Thanks to the very hard work of Jimmy J, who set up the thing in the first place. And then Smoodalini came along and he helped him as well. Those two are the lead admins. And then we have Travis Dudley, who has also come along and is the third admin, and between the three of them, they have set up this server, and they've sort of got everything all up and running, and it's absolutely fantastic. So we now have a Discord server. Thank you very much to Jimmy J, Smoodalini, and Travis Dudley for all the hard work that you put in on there. The three of them together are keeping it all in line. So yeah. All I do is I sort of look in and I smile and wave. They run it, okay? I don't have time to run such things. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to this one here because I did just show you those pallets, and I will show you them again. I'm just going to drop off this one a minute, and then we're going to head up to the dealership because we're getting some new pallets. But yeah, the three of them, they're busy running that. If you'd like to join the Discord server, if you'd like to become a part of that particular little community within our community, then head into the description down below. There is a link to a video that will give you details on where to go and how to join and so on and so forth. It's relatively straightforward. And also we've got... what else have we got? There was something else that I was going to say. Discord server, and people can go and join it, and I can't remember now. There was something else I was going to say, I'm sure of it. You know, I honestly can't remember now. Anyway, we have a Discord server, so you can go and join that one. I know a lot of people have been asking for it for quite some time, so head over there and see what you think. Have a chat with people, get to know people, meet people outside of YouTube. It's quite fantastic. If you are in the Book of Names, if you have earned your place as one of the named Frithguardians, then you get a special little thing next to your name. Well, not next to your name. Your name is highlighted in blue whenever you're talking on the server, but you do need to let one of the admins know who you are and that you do appear in the Great Book of Names. So you need to, when you join the Discord, you need to just kind of let someone know who you are, and then you'll be promoted accordingly. At least that's the plan. Hopefully this will happen. Hopefully this will happen. It's obviously, it's early days, and there may be some teething problems. You may have to wait a day or two before it properly gets sorted out. But we are getting everybody in where they should need to go, and all the rest of it. So, yeah, just if it doesn't happen immediately, just bear with us, and it will happen, don't worry. Now, we're going to come whizzing in here, like this. I'm going to anchor in around. I didn't need to bring the loader, did I? Because I've got like a telehandler. Not a telehandler. I've got a do that a minute. I've got a forklift over there. So in here, under pallets, we have now got. This is the original egg pallet, right? And now over here, what we've got is we've got single-use egg pallet here. And then we got reusable ones over here. And then we got the same with wool. Now, the great thing about these is I can have it with signs or I can have it without signs. Personally, I'd like to have it with signs. So this is a 2,400 litre pallet, the same as the ones we've been using. You've got a large pallet there for 4,800 litres, and you've got a very large for 7,200, and an extremely large 9,600 litres of eggs on board. So it'll take a while to fill that one up. I think this is absolutely wonderful. So I want to get that one there. That's single use. That's $100 to buy that pallet. So it does go up a bit in price along with the volume. So I'm going to buy one of those. Oops. I want to go there. And we're going to go for the very large. We will have the signs on this one. So in future, I'm going to start using these, I think. I may not necessarily always use the 10,000 litre capacity ones, but I probably will, because 10,000 litres is a lot better. And then we got a reusable one over here. So we're going to take that one with 10,000 as well, and we are going to keep the signs on it, and it says up to 9,600 litres. I don't know if it actually tells you the capacity that is currently in it when you're busy using it. So we've got $350 on there to buy it. So it starts off at a base rate of $250, and then plus $50 for that, plus $75 for that, plus $100 to go all the way up to $9,600. So it's you still got to pay out some money for it. And I'll buy that one, but I mean, my goodness me, the amount of time that we're saving by doing this. We also have single-use wool pallets. Regular is 2,000 litres of wool. We can go for large with 4,000, extra large 8,000. So we can go up to 8,000 litres of... I'm going 8,000. I am going all the way to 8,000 with this one right here. Single use. Buy that one. There, yes, thank you very much. That is $50 there to buy that one. And then we've also got the reusable one over here. This is $250. We've got regular at 4,000 with the reusable. Large at 8,000. Extra large at 10,000. So we can get 10 pallets of wool on this bad boy. That is so much better as far as I'm concerned. That is so much better. So we get that one as well. Okay. I'm going to take these. And I need to just sort of skip through a minute. Is there anything... Oh, there was one thing I needed to do. I can't be fast forwarding. Yeah, I don't want to fast forward time just yet, because I want to put some hay in there. But I want to get the pallets back here, and we can start sort of testing them out. The pallets that we got in the chicken pens, they can be shifted. So we'll get them back and get them loaded, and then we'll start fast forwarding time afterwards. I think also these do have... Right. I'm getting a lot of sort of glitchiness here on these, but you'll notice that I don't actually have a number on the pallet, right? I do on the egg pallet, 9,600 on there. And I'm wondering if once I start using them, if they're going to have a number on the side of the pallet to tell me how much is in it, or if I just go and have a look inside the normal animal control thing. We'll have a look at that. So I'll put you into there, like that, and I'll go and put you up. So we'll put just... Oops, steady. Maybe we ought to do it a little more elegantly than that in future. We will put these... We'll put the single-use wool pallet in, and we'll put both of the chicken ones in for now, and then we can fast forward time again, and we'll see how they work, how well they work. The egg pallets that we've got at the moment with the chickens, we'll get rid of them. We'll be able to go and sell those. We've got like 1,000 litres in each. Although if I'm only taking 2, I mean, I could always save them for the small chicken pen, and we could just use the small pallets for the small chicken pen, and then we've got these 10,000 litre ones for the big chicken pens, which is going to be so much easier for just sort of keeping on top of all of the eggs. It is genuinely going to make a massive difference to everything, isn't it? It's going to be pretty awesome. And Bring you over there. Don't slam into the side of the trailer. The only thing with these pallets is that they do seem a little bit sort of skew when you're picking them up. I don't know if that's the pallet or if it's just the way that the game sort of works with... I know pallets are a little bit strange in the game, aren't they? But what I'm hoping with this is that it will enable us to sort of start increasing the scale of our production. And this is one thing that I got a lot of from the comments last week. At least this is kind of the message I've been getting from the comments. And correct me if I'm obviously getting into the comments again and yell at me if I've got this wrong. But a lot of you, I'm getting the impression you'd like me to increase, sort of ramp up the scale of things a bit. You know, we've been messing around with a lot of small-scale stuff, and you'd like me to really increase the scale. And I sort of figured that these pallets here are a fantastic way for me to be able to start increasing the scale of how things are running around here. So I quite like this idea, that we can do this, and then we can pretty much forget about the animals for several days. We haven't got to constantly worry about shifting pallets out of the way and things like that. We just get it all installed, and then we can forget about them for days at a time, which, as far as I'm concerned, is fantastic, because then we can concentrate on other jobs. We haven't constantly got to come back to these all the time, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Now, this week is a Farming Simulator live stream on Friday evening, 8 PM GMT, which... starting to get a rough idea. It's afternoon for people over in the States, sort of late afternoon, early evening. 8 PM for me. I think it's actually 9 PM for continental Europe. I think you guys are an hour behind, an hour ahead of us, aren't you? I can't remember. I don't know if it's 9 PM or 7 PM, Central European time. Australia... some of you guys, Australia, New Zealand, I think some of you guys can, like New Zealand, I think you're like 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning when it starts up. And then Australia, I think you're more, well, Western Australia is 4 AM. I know that Western Australia is 4 AM because Patrio Gracemark is from Western Australia. And there's someone else that joined from Western Australia as well. And I can't remember your name off the top of my head, unfortunately, but you were here for the entire stream last time. Patro Gracemark has joined us for several streams, but the last stream he was late waking up, so he only sort of caught the end of it. And I'm really sorry, other person, I can't remember your name, but there was another guy from Western Australia who came along and he joined us, and he said that it was 4 AM for him. And I mean, that is very early. That is very, very early. It will change because we go on to summertime in a few months' time, and I don't think you guys have summertime, and it changes round. The numbers all go completely different. So yeah, there will be changes at some point. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the one case down in the corner there. Right, we've got 1,300 litres of eggs in this pallet alone here. Just this pallet here. Right, I can pick that one up. There we go, 1,300 litres. It does make it a little bit laggy when I'm picking it up. Kind of expect that, really, I suppose. Hopefully it will release the pallet. Yes, it has released it. So I've got a reusable. I'm going to take the reusable one here and put that one here. And then I'll whip round the other side of the trailer and I'll get the other one for the other pen, and we will see how the reusable compares to the one we just go and buy and you're done with. It's unloading them again that I'm curious about, because if they unload really easily, then yeah, the reusable ones are probably better, because we bring the trailer straight back here and we're away again, whereas the reusable ones, you got to go back to the store, load up another load of pallets. The single-use ones, you got to go back to store, you load a load of pallets, and then you got to bring them back here. So you're basically handling more pallets, aren't you? Whereas the reusable ones, so long as they unload easily at the next location, that's the only thing about them is how they perform at the next location. when we go to sell them. I'm curious how these are going to perform at the sell point as well. We'll see. Let's just grab that lot there. 1,700 litres of eggs in this one. So just move that one over there a minute. And drop that down. So we've nearly got 2 full pallets anyway. This one here, this is like 700 litres away from full. And then the other one is 1,300 litres. That one, yeah, the other one's got a fair bit more yet to go, but it's still not doing too bad. And I'll just drop you right in the middle of the platform like that. Perfect. Look at that. So we've now got the eggs taken care of, and the amount of money that we get from these eggs is phenomenal. So they're going to start really now going towards being able to pay for our next lot of eggs that we're going to be getting, which is brilliant. So I'm going to go with the single-use wool pallet first. The other one I will unload, and I'm just going to dump it down here. If this is, like, efficient enough, 10,000 litres of wool all in one go, I'm thinking that I could get some more sheep as well. Maybe we'll do that in another Let's Play. For the time-lapse, I'm not sure having a 10,000 litre pallet would be appropriate. But I think 4,000 litre, if we had some reusable 4,000 litre pallets, I don't think that would be too bad, actually. 4,000 litre reusable pallets, have the smaller ones. That might actually be still within the realms of realism, because you could, you know, wool does compress reasonably well if you've... I think we could do that. Give me your thoughts. Those of you who watch the time-lapse, you know I do go for realism on the time-lapse. Other than auto-load. Auto-load is... No, that's different. If I was to start doing sheep in time-lapse, would you want to see me using these pallets, or just stick with normal pallets? I'm very interested in your responses to that one. But anyway, like I said, the live stream on Friday, I want some suggestions for maps for that live stream. And what I'm looking for this week is a large-scale map. I've been getting a lot of requests. You know, people said that they want to see large-scale stuff on this map. That's great and all. So what are we going to do, large-scale wise? Right, if I put that one down there, I'm hoping that it will start to fill that one up. Now, I could go and... I'm not going to remove the other bit of wool. I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to plonk that one right beside it. We're just going to do it like that. Nice and simple. Keep it like that. Now, this one over here... There's already some eggs in one of these. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to drop it down. I'm actually going to get rid of this mod once I've used it up, and also used up the one on the time-lapse series. I will be getting rid of this one, and I'll just use the other one instead. There should be a link in the description down below. Use the links at your own risk. Just do so carefully. I'm not able to get the best of links all the time, so yeah, some of them do go to the sites where you get loads of pop-ups when you try to pick them up. I don't like them, but there's not a lot that I can do about it, unfortunately. It's where the mods are, so that's what we've got to kind of work with. So just be very careful when you are downloading mods. That's all I can really say about that. It's just be careful with it. I'll put you to there a minute. Stop you. Now we'll come down here, and I'll pick up these crates of eggs and chuck them into that one. Like that. There. And that one box there. And I'll leave that box there just by itself. I'm not going to do anything with that box. And hopefully they will all work. Right, so I've done that bit. Next up, we're alright for food in here. We've got 300 chickens in each pen. Sheep, we need some more grass and hay. We'll go and do that in a second. These chickens here, they really need a bit more food. They're getting quite low on food. Then we've got Deuce MS, Zorta 777. How many chickens can we have in this pen? Is that 100 or is it 200 chickens? I can't remember now. And then we've got these guys down here. I need some straw and some oats and some hay to go into the pen there for the horses. So we've got a little bit of work to do. We don't have that much hay left, so we are going to have to do some mowing as well. Now, what was... Oh, I wanted to go to... No, I didn't want to go to there. I wanted to go into here, and I want to go to that one. Animal pens, chicken coop there. Oh, it's only 100 chickens. Right. That's all I wanted to find out, was how many chickens I can have in that pen. It is 100. Right. I need to go back to you. And... How much are we getting for eggs at the moment? Should we go and do a quick run to sell the eggs? If we go like that. $6,000 per 1,000 litres of eggs. That's insane. That is proper ludicrous money, that is. $6,000 per 1,000 litres of eggs. I got 3,000 litres of eggs on there. That's going to give us, did I say 6? That's going to give us 18,000 litres. That's not too shabby, really. Yeah, when you think about it, that's not too shabby at all. Right, the horses do need a bit of food, don't they? So, let's first of all, I know I've got this one on and not a different one, but we're going to use this one anyway. I'm just going to grab a bale like that. Do I want 2 bales? Let's have a look. Horses, horses, horses. Hay, 9,000. Oh, I definitely want 2 bales. Right. In which case, I will come up here. We're going to have to go and mow our field of grass. I was wanting... We'll mow our field of grass in a minute. We won't do it just yet. We'll do that in the morning, because I want to fast forward some time in a minute. We'll mow our field of grass and we'll make some hay. Have I got a turner? I've got a hay turner. Yes, I do. Right, there is one hay turner there. Okay, that's fine. So long as we've got a hay turner, we'll be able to do this without too much trouble. We'll bring you around here. And we will drop you in there like that. There we go. There's 8,000 litres of hay gone into the horses. And they could really do with another 8,000 litres of hay. They are going to be consuming an awful lot of hay. So we're going to get the other 2 bales that I've got over there. They do take grass as well. Then so do the sheep. So we'll just do this. I'll take that off. I'll chuck that down there. I know that I've got the pallet forks on here, and technically I should have the bale spike to be doing this, but I'm in a hurry. I want to get this job done so that I can do some fast forwarding of time and we can have a look at these new pallets that we've got. So I am doing this a little bit wrong. So we've got these 2 bales here. We're going to be doing, it'll be square bales next. All the rest of the stuff will be square bales. So bring that round that. And take that out. There we go. So now we've got hay, still not full. 25,000 litres of hay in there. Still, that's fine. We'll do it like that. And next, I want to get that bucket on. Because I'm going to go up round to the sheep and I'm going to scoop up the little pile of loose grass that we've got that was in front of them. And I'm going to tip that in for them. That's going to be the first thing I tip in for them. And then after that, I can get some bales. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that. There we go. Right. And then I can get the bucket. Go on. Right. Yeah, we'll go and get that little pile of grass that we've got right beside the sheep up there, and we'll spoon that in, and then once we've done that bit, we'll then go and get the... well, I don't need to go anywhere, do I? I've got to... Wait a minute, what happened to the bale? Oh, did I already feed the bale? I think I already fed the bale to them, didn't I? Unless I gave it to someone else. Oh, no, I didn't. I came down and wrapped the bale, didn't I? I remember now. I wrapped that bale. So we've got 8,000 litres of grass in here. Water is... Yeah, I already topped up the water. So it's just this pile here that is sort of left over that we had previously. It's not actually a great deal. So I've got a bale that I can put in for them over on the side. Over there somewhere. I can bring that one over and I can tip that one in. But that's about it for the sheep. So if I tip you down onto there, like that. Perfect. Now we've got about half full. But it's in there. That's the important thing. I've now cleared up that little heap of grass. That's something that's been bugging me for a while, and it's now out of the way. So that's been dealt with. We'll bring it on round here. I've got that one bale there. I'm going to leave that bale. I want to do straw for the horses, and then I need to get some grain around. We've got a little bit of wheat and barley that we will put in there. They could do some. They'll be all right until tomorrow because it lasts up to 6 days, doesn't it? It's these guys that really need a bit of food, and then the horses themselves. Straw is probably going to be all right with this one bale, but they could also do some oats, and then we're not going to need to worry about the horses for quite a while. And you know what? We don't actually need to get anything into them immediately. So if I do that a second, and I'm going to start fast forwarding time right now so that things start moving along. I will whiz up here and I will get this trailer. We will get some grain in ready for the chickens, and we can go and just tip it out as we're going along. And we're not going to sort of lose anything by currently fast forwarding time. But what we are going to do is we're going to see what happens with those and you can see right up there already in that pallet, you got a visual on it where it starts to load. So let me go there. Yeah, 7,000 litres of wheat. That's fine. But I want to run up here. Been fast forwarding for an hour so far. And you can see we've got a small thing of eggs in there. It doesn't tell me via a number on there, but I do get a visual representation on the actual pallets, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like that it is a thing. So on here, we've got 267 litres of eggs in there and 236 in there. We've got 181 litres of wool on the sheep. So it looks like it's just going to work its way through like that the whole time. Let me take this 7,000 litres here. So those smaller egg pallets there, those will use up on the small pen down the bottom, and we won't bother using them elsewhere. Probably the best way to do it. Yeah, I don't think we need to be doing it any other way than that. Right, let's bring you round here. Back you up in round that corner, and then these chickens will all be fed. And as all of the animals fed, watered, will have everything they need, at least to keep them going overnight. We've got a bit of grain gone into there like that. I'll come back over to here. I don't need to go very far. I can stop right there. Now, I'm getting a little bit of lag in places on here. I'm wondering if that's to do with the animals that I've got, to do with these pallets actually working. It could very well be these pallets that are causing me a little bit of lag here and there. I've got quite a few pallets scattered around. That pallet there is full, and then we've now got this single-use wool pallet right here that is slowly filling up, and that one's working very nicely at the moment, which I think is quite cool. Let's go to you, and I'm going to go, and I'm just going to lift that one on. Let me do that there. Oh, I know why I'm not going to pick that one up properly, is because I'm not actually facing in the right direction. I'll slow time down there, just while I pick this one up, and I get that one loaded. There, now I'll lift it up like that, and I will unload it. We will go, oh no, just like that. There. Shower the horses. I like this one, and I like the animation that it has on the top. That's quite cool. The only thing that is lacking on this one really is the fact that the round bale in it doesn't actually unroll. And that's probably the only thing I can think of that is any kind of complaint on this one at all, is the fact that the round bale doesn't unroll. And that is a very, very minor detail. It's really good. It's really well made, that one. I like it. Straw, I got 5,600 in there. I don't need straw for anything else, so that one can just plonk back down again. We don't need to do anything at all with it. Let me just lift it up a bit. There, right. Undo. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll back over to here and grab that one, and we're ready to go up to the chickens in a minute. One thing that does frustrate me with this game, if I switch that one off and leave those lights on, can't turn the lights off. Can only turn the lights off when the engine is running. I'm hoping that is a bug that will be fixed fairly soon. In whatever the next patch comes out for the game, I'm hoping that one will be fixed. Wait a minute, what do we got? It's 9 o'clock, so we don't want 12, 11. That'll take us late in the morning. Let's go until 8 in the morning, I think. Have a good 11 hours sleep. Always makes you feel better, it does. Minus $7,500 right there. Great demand at the ranch. What have we got a great demand for? Sugar beet. I was hoping it would be for eggs. Oh, no! My $6,000 that I was being offered at the restaurant has collapsed down to $4,500. It's collapsed. The price has fallen out the bottom of the market. This is no good. Alright, let's just have a look at the animals a second and we'll see what we're on. We're on 314 chickens. We've got 3,000 litres of eggs already. Look at the speed at which these chickens are pumping eggs out now. We got 300 of them. This is phenomenal. 2,400 litres of wool off of there. I got 1,000 litres of eggs in these. We got 100 of them. Deuce MS, Zorta 777, and Tonza are all worth $8,000. And that's on, they're on 15%. Windwalker, Michael B, Jamie, Dante, and Patrick are all worth $23,000 each. All of you, if any of you are watching, you are very valuable right now. You're worth a lot of money to me. You are worth a lot of money to me. We've just got 3,600. So what I really need is... do I need to do anything else to those fields? I don't think I do. I think the fields are mostly pretty much... Yeah, the fields are taken care of. I've weeded them. They've got lime on them. So I don't need to do anything at all to those fields. The only thing I need is to mow field 26. As and when I want to, essentially. Animals over here... We're fine for wheat and barley on those. I don't need wheat and barley going into them. We're all right for another day or two. The sheep, these chickens here, they're absolutely fine. Oats, the oats is actually all right for the horses. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this on 120 times speed. We're going to bring this up and we're going to just empty out the wheat that I've got in here. I will load up some oats and run that down to the horses. And all we're doing today is we're fast forwarding time so that we're sort of going to be ready for doing our next harvest. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with doing the straw for this next harvest. I've done straw several times. I've got straw there. I don't need any. And I want to go barley is empty oats. We'll get some oats right here. So I'll probably leave the straw. And I was thinking of making a silage clamp at some point. That's another thing that I was thinking of doing, is making a silage clamp. And look at the eggs. Look at the way the eggs are growing. Let's just go and have a look at these a minute. Because we've got 9,600. So it fills up this half of it over here. And you've got a visual representation that we haven't even got half a pallet in there yet. That is awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. This one over here, this is the other way round. And that one's filling up from this side. I like that it's got like a front and back that it fills from. How much have we got in the way of wool? Come over here. I can have a look at our actual pallet there. And that one has still... Oh, actually, that one's got 2 bales in it now. So that one's got 2 sections in it. And we come down to here. 3,000 litres of wool. It is lunchtime now. It's lunchtime already. Let's get these oats into the horses. So yeah, we need the oats. And we also need the barley and the wheat for the chickens. Especially as I'm planning to get yet more chickens. Right, chickens, I'm planning on sort of increasing the chicken count by a considerable margin, but we've got to buy more land first, and we've got to be able to level out that land and get that land ready, and then we'll be able to... Oh, there is another thing that I want to get. Let me just slow that down. We'll dump this into the horses. Let's just see what they need. A second. We're on 15,000 litres of oats right now. We start overloading. I think I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I did. That's the button I pressed. Because I pressed the chute on the back, and I didn't want to do that. So press U, and then do that. It's a lot faster if you do it like this. Considerably faster if you just unload it like that. That is all bar 478 litres. So I'm going to just jump forward an hour or so and see if we can tip everything out. That was only 7 litres. It's going to be another 7 litres. It might take a while before... So it's 32,000 litres of oats that they've got. That may take quite a while. Alright, fine. We'll slow down again. We can stay sat in the tractor for a minute. So what I got was another placeable. I don't know about this one. This is one that was on the mod hub. So there's no link to this one in the description. It was on the mod hub. We got sheds in here. Nope. It's not the decorations. It was under miscellaneous. We've got these. Oh, yeah, I did get these for. I did get these so that we don't have to run back to the dealership every time we want fertilizer or anything like that. Which is... There it is, government subsidy. Place this on your farm to receive a government subsidy. Now, we all know that farmers do get subsidies. They get subsidy all around the world. Farmers get subsidies. It is different rates. Not quite $150,000 an hour, though. I did get it because I thought it'd be quite cool to have it on here. But considering that we would get $150,000 an hour from it, I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't put it on the map. I'll let you talk about that one, and you can sort of let me know what you think of it later on. But we'll not concern ourselves with that one for now. I am going to concern myself with this. Yeah, see, they use it up fairly slowly, don't they? Let's go and have a look at the eggs. How are we doing with eggs at the moment? 4,500. I can't believe I missed that. Right, we had a really... I'm just going to leave that one there. We had $6,000 per 1,000 litres offered on eggs, and I missed out. I fast-forwarded time, and I missed out on it completely. Quite frankly, it's heartbreaking, really. There was a lot of money that we could have had then. That was a lot of money that we could have had then, and I missed out completely on it. Oh, the shame. The deep, abiding, permanent shame. Right, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We do have a crop ready to harvest. We could go for it, but these are still on 4,000. I'm going to keep fast-forwarding time until... You know what? Actually, I'm going to stop that one right there. I'm not going to do anything with it for a minute. I'll keep fast-forwarding time until tomorrow. And then we've got, like, a whole load more eggs on these pallets. So we can just sort of get an idea of it. We'll also have a load more wool over there as well, which would be quite cool. It may also have given this a chance to go up. You know, why do I keep going to there? I could just go to this one. It was F9, wasn't it? And then you got to press and hold. It does reset to that every time. So if you want to go out to that, you've got to press and hold F11 and then press the sideways keys. And that goes to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So you've got your different modes that it goes through. So we just go to that. So press and hold F11 and then press the sideways key and it'll do it like that. So right now I'm looking down through and I'm looking at eggs and it's jumping around a little bit, but 4,577 at Central Grain Elevator is the highest price. The price being offered for the restaurant I can see over there is climbing fairly rapidly. It's already gone to 4,000 and it's still climbing rapidly. We're at 8 o'clock in the evening. Sorry, 6 o'clock in the evening. 8 o'clock. Goodness me, can't tell 24-hour time. That's shocking. So we're not going to get a lot more done in today's episode because, yeah, that's really climbing rapidly now. We're going to say hello to Cerberus a minute. Hello, Cerberus. Hello, boy. Can we smooth you? How do we smooth you? Come, previous hand tool. Sit still! You mangy pup. If I do... Oh, pet is R. There he is. Ha ha ha. Right, 4,000... we could give him a little bit of food. 4,700 it's now up to at the restaurant. I'm thinking by the time we go to sleep for the night now, I will slow time down a minute. And then I will go like that. And we're going to go for 12 hours sleep now. Let's see what that price does. 5,000. I've got another price coming up. 4,000. Right. We're being offered 5,000 at the restaurant and 4,700 at the ranch. The wool is now full. I've filled that one up completely. We got minus 8,000 on there, so I'm just going to get rid of that one now. And so here, this is what we've got right here at the moment. So I need to get the wool. We'll take that, and what I will do is I will take our full pallet. So that one's going to be saying on the sheep 8,000 litres. 8,000 litres of wool. This was for the... This was the single-use pallet, wasn't it? Yeah, the single-use one, it goes up to 8,000. The other one, the multi-use one, that's 10,000 litres. You get extra 2,000 litres on that. And also, I'm wondering, how many pallets can we put on here? Can I put more than one pallet on there? Can I put 2 empty pallets on there? So I can sort of keep an eye on them, and then when one of them is full, I can move it around. But anyway, we've got a harvest to do in our next episode, so we will start that. I'm going to chop all the straw. I'm not going to worry about keeping the straw. I think it's just going to be quicker. It'll move things along, because I think the fastest way towards making money at the moment is getting time ticking through and getting things loaded up. So if I go, I'll put this pallet up on here. Don't forget, check out the Discord server. There is a link for a video for that one in the description down below. And what else was I going to say? Well, that's all I got time for today. In the comment section, please, I want map suggestions for a map you want me to take a look at this week in the live stream. In particular, I'm looking for maps that are on a larger scale, so I will be able to use some very big boys toys. And this time I will be using on it, I'll probably put that government subsidy mod on it, so we get 150 grand an hour coming in. I'll probably still modify the files to begin with anyway, just because. But yeah, that 150 grand coming in would be quite a useful little thing, and that's going to like speed things up for us even more. Keep things ticking along quite nicely, I should think. But yeah, so suggestions in the comment section. I will have a look through, and I will see if there's any ones that particularly take my fancy. Keep in mind also that the Discord server is an excellent place for suggesting various maps and mods and stuff to me. I do keep an eye on what's being said on there. I may not be able to reply to everything, but I still keep an eye, much like the comments in the YouTube comment section. I can't always reply every day, but I do read everything that is put up there. The Discords, honestly, I can't read everything that's put up there. If I wake up in the morning and there's 500 new messages on the general chat, I simply don't have time to go back through and read them all. If anything of interest has happened overnight, I will get a sort of a brief summary from someone. But yeah, don't worry, I am there. I am sort of keeping an eye on it. And mod suggestions and things like that, I do see them. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.